Culture Warrior segment tonight. For the first time in American history, there are more non-white babies being born than Caucasian babies. According to the U.S. Census Bureau, 50.4% of children born in a 12-month period ending last July were non-white. Does that matter to the country? Here now, the Culture Warriors, Gretchen Carlson in Stamford, Connecticut, and here in the studio, Janine Pirro. You say?
Well, I think politically it bodes very well for the Democratic Party. Minorities have historically aligned themselves with Democrats. It puts a burden on the Republicans to try to bring in the Hispanics, the African Americans, the Asians. And I think that socially, I mean, we've always been a country of ethnic change, from the American Indians and then moving forward to the Northern Europeans and then the Hispanics, the Asians, the African Americans.
Now, Pat Buchanan says, and he wrote it in a book, very controversial book, that got him fired from MSNBC, that this is a deficit because the traditions of America were Northern European and shaped by those people, and now they're going to be changed, according to Mr. Buchanan.
I disagree with that. I don't know that necessarily the traditions of Northern Europeans are not shared by other cultures. I mean, it's about family. It's about religion for many people, whether it's the Jews coming in, the Italians coming in. I mean, you can't just say that.
You don't see a cultural change on the
horizon. I think in some sense there is, but we are a melting pot. This is who we are.
And you say, Carlson?
I say on its face it doesn't matter as far as the racial aspect of it, but culturally it could matter, and here's why. There are more births to single parents with minorities than to Caucasians, and we all know that that does not bode well for the future of a child. Every study shows that a child is more apt to grow up in poverty if they only have one parent. In 2010, 72.5% of all black births were to single parents, 53.3% of all Hispanic births, 29% of the Caucasian births. Why does that matter down the road? Because eventually these are the kids who are going to grow up and be educated and get jobs and pay taxes and, most importantly, pay for the entitlement programs of this nation, which are already broke.
Yeah, it's interesting because there is a much higher out-of-birth wedlock rate among African Americans and Hispanics and whites. Whether that's going to make a difference down the road, it's hard to tell. One of the things that I always measure is the military, and the minority performance in the U.S. military is excellent.
Yes.
Courage, loyalty to country, able to do the job in very difficult circumstances like Afghanistan, Iraq, even Vietnam. The minority soldiers and sailors and Air Force people perform very, very well. So I don't think there's going to be a performance level, but there is going to be a cultural change, and it's hard for us to predict. All right, on a